I wonder if Mrs. Drake was within earshot, so she could get in a rant about retaliatory spending.
We'll work it in. We'll
workshop it. Okay.
I'd like some consistency in the candy and sweets deployment, because I listen. We're not even at Easter. We finished Valentine's Day, and about the time that I saw the Valentine's Day like candies and the Little Debbie snack cakes, and I like the heart-shaped snack cakes that they come out with on Valentine's Day. They come out with them, and they got the strawberry inside instead of the normal
and
cake.
The mutton is nice and lean, and the tomatoes are ripe. It's so perky. I love that.
It's like strawberry cake.
Hold that thought. Welcome again to another episode of Drake and the Maestro, almost relevant and almost in time for the holidays.
Cake is a sometimes food. Cake is a sometimes food.
Yeah, just in time for nothing.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
See these things in store, right? And like, oh, I like these, so I get them. Oh, I've said, oh, I think I like these. I'll get a box, just in case I remember wrong, right?
Of the Big Debras?
Of the Little Debras, yes, the Big Debras, the strawberry hearts,
I mean,
right?
You munch on those regularly, you will not be Little Debbie. You will be Big Deborah.
No, you'd be a Big Deborah, for sure. Yeah. Maybe even a large Debra, but that's not the point.
Oof. Full walrus.
Yeah. But I was like, I think I like these. I'll get this one box, and I'll eat that. And if I like them, I'll get more. Because if I remember, I don't remember, but I think I do. And I don't want to buy it and then hate it and then throw it away, because it's just a waste of food. And I hate wasting food. As judged by my waistline, I hate wasting food.
I mean, you can attest to that. There's no...
Yeah. So I get them. I love them. I'm like, oh, yeah, I do really like these. Cool. And then I can't find them anywhere because Valentine's Day is over. It's now the middle of February, and it's time to start putting out the Easter candy.
Oh, no. If you're waiting for the event to get your stuff, you've missed
like
the
3
curve.
weeks behind.
That's right. No, you got to.
At this rate, we'll be on Thanksgiving by the 4th of July. Like, just chill.
No, Halloween. It'll be 4th of July, but that'll be in June, right?
Right.
And then by the 4th,
or something.
By the 4th, it'll be, Halloween's coming, and then by Halloween it's Thanksgiving.
Well, by Halloween it's Christmas.
By Halloween it's Christmas.
Talk about Thanksgiving.
And then by New Year's it's Valentine's Day.
Right, by New Year's it's Valentine's Day again. Could we do it for like 2 weeks before and like 2 weeks after, and then just call it a holiday, and that's it? I don't need Easter, and I don't need. And the Easter. The crazy thing is, the Easter hasn't even happened yet. It's next month, and the Easter candy's already getting phased out.
Yeah, and Cadbury has phased themselves out.
Well, out of America, yeah.
They've caved to the Muslim invaders, and they have stopped calling.
Yeah, hold it, baby, will you? You're laying yourself wide open for another phone call.
They stopped calling the Cadbury egg, they stopped calling it Easter, and they're just saying the holiday season.
What holiday? What season? What other holidays are happening around Easter?
Right. I mean, by that definition, the entire year is holiday season, which is not to be confused with riot season, COVID season.
Eventually, we really are going to get the Futurama Parade Day parade, where all the parades happen on one day, just so we can avoid having all the parades.
And then we have Freedom Day, oi.
Right. Freedom, oi.
And then everyone can sober up and spend a day with the tax monster.
Tax monster, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On April 15th.
See you April 15th, folks.
That wasn't even the rant I wanted to have, or the story I wanted to tell.
Rant on.
Well, I was going to talk about my free. So I'm in Pennsylvania. I got a loan. That's a few weeks ago. And
so
I get the
this
Carlisle.
This is gonna be a blues track. I can tell already.
We'll see. Sometimes it's bluesy, sometimes it's not. It just depends how manic I'm feeling that day. I get to the Petro in Carlisle, and I don't feel like walking into the. I'm about halfway between the Fuel Island building and the Loves. I'm not really sure which one I want to walk to get dinner, because my fridge is still broken. So I finally decide, I'm just going to go see what the Petro's got to offer. Maybe I can get some halfway decent food instead of having a Wendy's for the umpteenth millionth time. And I walk in, and I'm looking at the food under the hot lamps, in the little, like the cafeteria style food, been soaking, for a couple of hours, probably. You know, the gravy's got a nice skin on it. It's, you know, normal stuff. And the manager comes in and goes, "Hey, anybody want Arizona iced tea?" And I kind of like, "Oh, yeah, why?" He goes, "Well, there's about 20 cases in the dumpster out back." I go, "What's wrong with them?" He goes, "Nothing." So guy came by and just started throwing them in out of his trailer. And I'm like, "Sure, I'll go take a look." And sure enough, it's cases of Arnold Palmer Light. So it's the half lemonade, half iced tea light. So it's got no sugar in it, right?
Sounds like
and
right up your alley.
16 ounce. Yeah, and it's the 16.5 ounce, 16.9 ounce cans, sort of the little cans, skinny ones. You know, instead of the big 99-cent ones, or the little tiny ones. Right. And I'm like, neat. The guy's already taken 10 of them to take home.
Sure.
And I fish one out, and the guy's like, "Well, you want to take another one?" I'm like, "I'd love to, but I got to walk like halfway across the county." And I was, all right. I was like, "So unless you're going to help, you know." No. So I walk away. So now I have what's left of that because I've been drinking on it for the past like 2-3 weeks. But I got a whole case of them, and there was nothing wrong with them. They were still in the plastic, in the cardboard tray. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't like it was loose cans. It was just cases of these sealed cases of these things in the trash. And of course, we had the Weasel go in the trash can to get them out. You know.
Well, you got to have a trash weasel. Yeah.
Everybody's got to have it. You got to have a trash weasel. If you don't have a trash weasel, get yourself a trash weasel.
Yeah,
they also double as a cable ferret.
Before you get a garden weasel, you got to have a trash weasel.
You got to have a trash weasel. They also double as a cable ferret if you pay them well enough.
Cable ferret, someone to crawl space, you know, all that. Yeah,
right.
With the cabling, the plumbing.
Well, you know, there's a lot of crossover between your trash weasel and your cable ferret. You know, this is
the only problem with the trash weasel is they can consume a lot of food. Because of that, you got to keep your supplies of Mountain Dew and your pepperoni in your individual pepperoni slices up. Because otherwise, you know, you can't keep them around. Yeah, no, you got to keep the trash weasel happy. But if you do it right, that you can get the trash weasel its own supplies from the dumpster. So, you know.
Come on, you wimp! Work that weasel!
Yeah, if you
just takes a little bit of
at this Petro. If you go to this Petro, I asked the guy. He's like, "Well, so what's the deal with this?" He's like, "It happens all the time." He's like, I had one guy, he was about to throw away like 4 pallets full of like spare ribs.
Dude.
I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, it was like racks of ribs, like whole racks of ribs. Just going to throw them away because the receiver rejected them and the shipper didn't want them back."
Did you check the marquee sign there at the Petro restaurant? This is special today. Spare ribs.
Yeah. Well, they didn't even make it in the dumpster. The guy just happened to be walking behind the building and caught him. Yeah. Was like, guys like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm throwing these away." The guy's like, "No, you're not. You're giving them to me." He went and bought a freezer just for the ribs. It took everything he could. I think he said the guy ended up only throwing away about a pallet's worth because the guy took everything else. He was like, "That was 6 months ago. I still got ribs in my freezer, in this new freezer in my garage."
So is that Petro stop going to be one of your regular haunts now? And the first thing you do is you check the dumpster. You just drive up before you even get to a fuel island. You go look at the dumpster.
Drive up right behind the fuel island building, right to the dumpster, just see what's in there. I become the trash weasel. Yeah, right. No, I'm more like a trash. Not even a panda.
Walrus.
Panda's too small.
You're a trash walrus. Face it.
I'm a trash walrus. Yeah, I'm billing my way up to the dumpster to see what's good. I had another thing I wanted to talk about. I gave you the note. I told you to write it down, but I can't remember what it is.
I got it. Write it down. I didn't. I got it. Now, we keep teasing the retaliatory spending.
Yeah. Was
I don't know.
Drake around?
I can't tell. I could.
You tell me. She's on your compound. You tell me.
I could summon her.
Summon. I have been summoned. I must go. My planet needs me.
Right.
You going to let the Horn of Eternity cut a thunderous blast? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, if it'll let me get a word in edgewise, yeah.
No, that's not going to happen. We both know that's not going to happen. It's going to be the Mrs. Drake show for about 5 minutes.
You know it. Here she is.
And now, presenting.
Come on. Yeah, Mrs. Drake, are you ready for
Mrs.
your
Drake for her segment?
retaliatory spending?
Well, I hadn't thought about it, but I want to.
Well,
I want retaliatory.
I haven't thought of. You need that. I need that on a T-shirt. I haven't thought about it, but I want to.
I need a
I
haircut.
need that on a shirt. I need that on a shirt. I need that on stickers. I need that on a hat.
Go to Goodwill store, get some more clothes. What?
well, come over, step up to the microphone and tell everybody about it.
Did they hear me?
No.
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 This is
So,
No,
shall
this is my straw.
shall I get a little backstory here
What's
where
the backstory?
I'm sitting here ordering something?
What are you ordering?
I don't know. I don't know what it was. And you were saying, well, if you're going to spend money on that, then I'm going to spend money on then.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I need to go to Goodwill. I need a good haircut. I'm not going to a full-price salon and spending $50. That's too much
I
money.
cut you out in the driveway.
But
with
I
the
want a
edge
good
clippers.
haircut for like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your maestro says he can get you in the driveway
No.
with the hedge clippers.
No, I want the $200 electric toothbrush. I need it. Isn't it about $200?
It's my $200 electric
Well,
hairbrush,
this other one
and
is
I
not
can't
cutting
live
them
without it.
No, it isn't. It's not pleasant to brush my teeth with it. It's annoying. I had it.
I feel like this is starting to talk about more than the toothbrush.
I want certain town board members to get.
Okay, this is retaliatory spending.
Well, it would
This
cost
is-
some money
Stick
to
to
get
the
them out of
topic.
here.
Stay on the topic.
That
Stay
would
on
be
topic.
spending.
Use
That is
the force
retaliatory.
loop.
They deserve it.
Okay. So the idea was basically retaliatory spending is you see your spouse or significant other spending money. It's like it's just like, all right, this is it. I've had
How
it.
much have you spent on hunting?
I'm tired of you spending all the
Average.
money. It's my turn to spend all the
Mhm.
money.
Less 10 years.
About $1.50.
100 and
Oh, darn Lack Ness Monsters at it again with the tree fitting.
1,500 maybe. I think so. Over the years. Yes. May I list them?
List what?
The things you've spent money on
let me
regarding
list
hunting.
the ways.
I don't think we have the time on this podcast.
Nor
to
the
list
what.
everything.
There
the
you go.
interest.
That answers the question in anyone's mind if anybody is even listening to this.
Our
It's our
listener count tells us no.
What about the anniversary?
I don't know.
It's over. We
What
already
about
had the anniversary.
The honeymoon phase is over on
Be
this
another
marriage.
one for another year. Maybe we've reached our peak.
That's right. It's all downhill from here.
Well, as my
It's
mom
been
used to
downhill.
say, that's over the hill. And they literally used to take their garbage and throw
Yeah.
it over a hill. That is exactly what they used to do when she was little.
Much
Oh,
like
yeah.
what she's going to do with you when she's
You want
done
to
with
tell
you.
me? You want to hear a
Throw
story?
you over a hill.
This is like foreshadowing.
No, it's not a happy story. This
It's
is not a happy story.
No, it's not foreshadowing if it's a threat.
It's my mood. Okay.
It's not foreshadowing if it's a threat.
Well, it's going to bring you down if I tell you it.
Oh no!
Yeah. When my mom was a little girl,
Do we have time for this?
This is called a balk. This is it's
well,
a conversational balk.
I'll tell you right now, I can't even
What?
trust to have a pleasant conversation with somebody if I go to the post office. I'm accosted by the town board member. Is your husband going to have that project done? Oh, don't talk to me. You've got the contact information yourself.
This is so far from retaliatory spending.
Well, if I had more money to retaliatorily spend with, I would probably not be ranting so much.
Yes. Those who
Yeah.
say money can't buy happiness have never been wealthy enough to buy happiness.
Yeah, and pretty soon I'm going to take the dog for another nail salon appointment.
I am badly in need of a manicure.
And I don't even get one.
And I'm desperately in need of a manicure.
Well, mental health days are not a bad thing.
It's so fine. You can have a manicure.
Yeah, I could go to the China Walk.
Yeah, but
tomorrow,
that
maybe.
precludes the
No,
idea that you
that's
care
not
about your
bad.
mental health.
Okay, Wednesday would work. They open at 11. It's really quiet.
Has this
Yeah,
become a
like
three-way
a
phone call? What's
podcast.
happening here?
I don't know what's happening.
You're
Get
laughing.
control
That's
of
what
this
it
thing,
is.
man.
He's laughing at my retaliatory spending.
Rein it in.
I need more than just a hummingbird feeder around this house. He won't let me have any bird feeders except a hummingbird feeder because larger birds poop too much on all of his special vehicles. He says, these birds are not our friends. Well, I don't know.
Well,
I'd
if
like
you
to
ask the
hear
right
them.
people, birds aren't even
I wanna
real.
hear them sing.
They're just drones for the government. We're not going to get into that
Hummingbirds
today.
sort of do that. They don't really. They can't really sing. They're
Well,
very
listeners, I don't know
wonderful.
what's
really
happening,
like
and I'm
them.
sure you don't either.
It's not enough birds.
I don't know. I'm
See what happened? See what happened?
I'm
You
trying-
invited this. You started
We
this,
used to
and now
have
you
pet
got to
chickens.
stop it.
Those
Put
were
an end to it.
Jersey never got to meet them.
You lost control.
Yep, we had silky
I
paper.
can't even find the ripcord to pull it. Bail.
Bail
This
out over
podcast is just going to
Borneo.
end with the sound of a
That
gunshot.
was crazy. You saw that. Oh, yeah. But I don't have
Just
even
be
a parachute.
be a
We're
loud
in this.
bang and then
We're
silence.
in the drink right now. Certain town board members need a good
Okay.
drunk.
All right.
right.
We'll
We gotta
All
stop.
right. That's it.
Nobody cares about our town
That's
board.
it.
The people in the town don't care about the town board. Some guy in Kuwait definitely isn't going to.
I've only just begun.
We've only just begun.
Right. We got to give.
Hey,
We
but
gotta,
town board. What is town board? Is that where
We've
you
got
sit
to-
when you go
I
too
don't
well?
have
Town
no
board.
friends.
Just think of the listening post in Russia trying to decipher it. It must be code, comrade.
That's right, comrade. Town board's
All the
good for
Russian
something.
wives know.
I don't know
They're
why
all
all my accent's kind of vague toward racistly Indian. And I don't mean the pull starts or the push starts. I mean the ones that live here in America.
It's because they deserve it.
Oh, well, first I put the flag in the sand, and then I.
Well, I got to put that on the T-shirt list. What was the T-shirt? I forgot.
Don't know. It'll be in there.
I was going to do it, but I haven't thought about it.
No, it was like I haven't thought about. I was going to talk about it, but I haven't thought about it, or something like that.
It was something like that. It's gone.
Go
The
back in the
moment's
early. You just scroll. They'll just scroll back through the episode. You'll find it. It'll come back around.
Sure.
It was funny in the moment, and it'll be funny again when we know what the actual phrase was. But it's definitely going to be a phrase that pays.
Yeah.
In the Mrs. Drakeisms.
Yeah. The note that you got was for your new favorite liquor store. Maestro's new favorite liquor store.
That's right. My new favorite liquor store. I haven't actually been there yet, but I kind of want to go. It's on US 10 in Minnesota, and it's between Elk River.
Wait. This is your new favorite, and you haven't been there yet?
You'll know why in a minute.
Okay.
It's on the US 10 between Elk River or between Monticello and Clearwater. I don't remember exactly where. I just know that's where it is. And because I went by it the other day, and I was like, "Oh, that's good." And the only reason it's my favorite is because of the name. The name is G-Will-Liquors. That's
okay.
it. G-Will Liquors.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
We got to go out on that joke.
You know what? Just because you don't have a sense of class does not mean the rest of us don't. Okay.
I got it.
I know you got it, but puns are funny, and if you don't like them, there's the door. Don't leave prints on my new door.
All right, then.
You quiet down over here, truck. We really lost the thread on this episode. It was going places, and then,
I don't know what. I mean, I got to take another SSRI or something because, yikes.
You need. I don't think you're the one that needs the SSRIs.
I don't know.
There's somebody
I don't
in their
know
house
at this
that needs
point.
them, and I don't think it's you.
Point, and do we want to have a moment of silence for Chuck Norris?
We should. We should. We're a little late to the party, but we should.
A roundhouse kick of silence for Chuck Norris.
You're the one people call a lone wolf?
I've been called that, but I have mellowed.
Not that much. I heard another rumor that you were bitten by a king cobra.
Yeah, I was. But after 5 days of agonizing pain, the cobra died.
All right. And the other thing that I got, what do you do when your country's leader is like a cardboard cutout, right? Did you see that?
Well, you don't leave him out in the rain. He gets all droopy and weird.
It reminds me back in the radio days when I was talk about a dumpster,
Fire,
weasel, no.
Trash weasel.
Trash weasel. Yeah, that's it. I was doing some trash weaseling on the way to the studio years ago and happened to find a cardboard display cut out of Orville Redenbach, obviously for popcorn, like, no, this can't go in the trash. No way. So I rescued him, brought him to the studio, and then gave Orville, gave him away on air.
Redenbachers?
Yeah. So had a kind of an on-air contest. Who can win? What's the prize? Is it going to be a new radio? Is it going to be tickets to Aerosmith? No. You win a life-size cardboard cutout of Orville Redenbacher.
The glorious leader, Orville Redenbacher.
I actually gave it to the prize winner. I met the prize winner, the person that called in and was the call-in contest winner. I was going to bring it to him. Like, yeah, I'll bring you your Orville Redenbacher. We met over at the 7-Eleven, whatever. And the I go to hand the guy, pull him out of my car, and he's like, "That's the life-size cardboard cutout of Orville Redenbacher." Like, right? What did you think? It's like, I don't know.
What do you think this was going to be?
Like, all my announcing was when a life-size cardboard cutout of Orville Redenbacher. And you just got a life-size cardboard cutout.
Here it is.
Orville, and here it is. He's like, forget it. So I ended up with the prize, apparently.
I'd have run the contest again.
I did. I gave it away to somebody else.
The last schmuck didn't want it. Who else wants it?
You got to be pretty twisted to really appreciate it. And, some of you aren't trying.
If I would put that cardboard cutout of Orville Redenbacher in my front window if I had it.
Yeah.
The cardboard cutout. I got a front window.
You could always Michael Jordan Home Alone it, right?
Right. Put him on a little train track, have him walking around the house.
Yeah, yeah. Bring you popcorn,
It'd be great. I'd love to have Orville Redenbacher bring me a bowl of popcorn. It'd be hilarious.
A cardboard Orville Redenbacher.
Yeah, but it's got to be. But it can't.
Bringing you microwave popcorn.
Right, but it can't be Orville Redenbacher popcorn. It's got to be like Blast of Butter or something.
Pop Secret.
Right. It's got to be something else. Walmart brand, something other than Orville Redenbacher popcorn, because that's the only way to make it truly funny.
So that's what I was thinking about when I saw that the Iranian they nominated a guy and he was a cardboard cutout.
Sure,
I'm like, okay.
There's a cat There's a cat that's the mayor of a town in Alaska. Why not have a cardboard cutout? He's just as good as any other politician.
Maybe better, because
he can't go back on his campaign promises. He doesn't have any. He's made of cardboard.
I think the problem they have over there is they could just keep. It's like the ABCs of dead Russian leaders.
It's a brand new game. It's the ABCs of dead Russian leaders. The ABCs of dead Russian leaders.
They just keep going through Ayatollahs because, stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's eventually going to be like the Road Warrior up over there, where it's like.
The Ayatollah of rock and roller!
Who is this guy?
I'm gravely disappointed. Again, you have made me unleash my dogs of war.
It's the new Ayatollah of rock and roller.
Lord Humongous. It's just a guy in a bondage outfit.
Right.
I saw somebody post. Speaking of Instagram, we mentioned it last week at the end of this episode. I was thinking about, but I saw a picture on Instagram said time to get out the gasoline crisis outfits, and it was a picture of Lord Humongous from Road Warrior.
Well,
right. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, sure, why not? Screw it.
He's like, I'm gravely disappointed. It's like that's all you got left. All Iraq has left is that. Yeah,
I feel like the Iranian elections are just that scene in Cloud City on Star Wars where Darth Vader's like, I haven't altered the deal. Pray I do not alter it further. It's just that every time. I've altered the politician. Pray I do not alter him further.
And on that disappointment, it's time to go for today. I want to thank everyone for listening. If you need to reach us, you can reach us at DrakeAndMaestro@Outlook.com. That's DrakeAndMaestro@Outlook.com. Or on YouTube at DrakeAndMaestro. On X at DrakeAndMaestro. And soon to be on Instagram.
Possibly. Well, if I figure out what I'm going to post to go with the episode.
Tune in next time when the Maestro says,
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
And your lack of conviction. Thanks for tuning in, and adios.
Adios.
Arrivederci. Hasta la vista. Adios. Adios, muchachos, caballeros. Will you get out of here?
Strange, he left by the balcony.
I did actually say that to a lady at a Walmart. As I was just looking at, to bring it full circle, to have a callback to earlier in the episode where I was ranting about the holiday candy. I'm standing in the aisle with all the Easter candies, right? And it looks like a Halloween candy aisle because it's all like fun-sized bags of crap, right? And I just look at it and I go, I find the lack of jelly beans disturbing. Because there was like a little corner off on one side where they had like 3 different kinds of jelly beans. That was it. I was like, it's Easter. It's the one time of year where the jelly bean gets to shine. And you're just relegating it to a corner? What are we doing here?
I'd be okay if it was all the licorice ones. Those are my favorites. But I'm weird.